Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Whew. Y'all, look, I was sitting here and I recorded a whole entire segment from showing my collection, from doing my makeup look to when I went to upload on my YouTube channel. Guess what? There is nothing there, but it's okay. Because guess what? We're going to do it again. Okay. So, how's everyone doing? How are you doing today, this very moment? How is it going? Where are you at from a scale of 1 to 10? Are you a 1? Are you a 5? Are you a 10? Wherever you're at least you have that self aware. Y'all, it has been so crazy. Like, what is happening is like such a trigger to me. And sometimes, I talk about you having control of your triggers so your triggers don't control you. But sometimes it'd be one of them days where you're like, you know what? Oh, good Lord, take the wheel. Lord, take the wheel. But it's okay. It's okay. We have our moments. I have my moments. Um, Throughout this whole ordeal that's going on, the uncertainty in the world with the stock market plummeting and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh my goodness. What I have to do is I have to restrict how much news that I take in. Oh my goodness, because it will trigger me. So with that being said, I just want to, I pray on this channel. Yes, I do. I pray on this platform. So Lord, oh, this is the day that you have made, and we get to rejoice and be glad in it. Lord, I just thank you. Thank you what you're doing, Lord. If anyone is going through their go through, Lord, give them comfort, Lord. You promise the restoration, whether it's emotional, physical healing, Lord. You promise that you will heal them, restore their minds, restore their bodies, restore their just whatever they're going through, Lord. You know what they're going through, Lord. So I just pray and ask you, Lord, just like you're doing it for me, you do it for them, Lord. Lord, I just thank you for grace and mercy. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. So, yes, y'all, I be having it. And you know what? I've learned that, I'm like, okay, this is not, I had to realize that, guess what? I have what they call emotional spending. And I've been doing some emotional spending. I'm like, okay, I'm getting triggered. And I'm like, let me get some stuff. Like, I didn't need it, but I got it. It's called emotional spending. And I'm going to I looked it up and I'm going to read what emotional spending is. And emotional spending is spending money in response to feelings instead of thinking rationally about your needs. Okay. What I mean by that, look, y'all, I bought this palette. Okay. Love the palette. It's heavy. Love, love, love. I even started when I told y'all I did a look. But I have all these palettes. I got this one, Loving, which I love. Okay. Loving. Okay. Emotional spending. These two go together. Okay. Emotional spending. I have Lure. Like, don't get me wrong. I love eyeshadow palette. But you know how many I have? About 80. Now, there's nothing wrong. If you collect eyeshadow palettes, oh, but me, I got an emotional spending problem. And over the years, I did some irrational spending. Okay. Here's my stickly sweet. And there's nothing wrong. I love this brand. Don't get me wrong. I love this brand. I love what they represent. I love the fact that they at least with me when I post on their page, they respond. I love their color story. I love their formulas. They're reasonable. Okay. It's the Dow House, you know. Don't get me wrong. Like this here, loving it. I got this one, this. Some of them, I was like, "Ooh, they on sale. Let me get them." Okay, okay, alrighty. Then I ain't break that. Okay, I got this one. This. I was like, "Ooh." So I have, and I believe I have this one, which is this is my whole collection. Don't get me wrong. I love eyeshadow. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Surge. Okay, and this one. Now, with that being said, did some of these I thought through? Yes, I definitely thought through. Some of them I didn't because I was going through some triggers and I was like, "Ooh, I need to get this," and I was not rationalizing it. I didn't say, "You know what? Let me look at what I got." Like I have 80 something palettes, and there's nothing like if you have more than 80 palettes, this, you know what? That's on you, and I'm not mad, not mad. Um, but I'm talking about me, and I know I've been spending emotionally and not logically. So, with that being said, emotional spending is spending money in response to feeling instead of thinking rational about your needs. It can include impulsive purchase, overspending, and debt. Yes. When I look at my savings account and it don't look like like, okay, I should be doing better. Yeah. Yeah, I should. Um and I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. What does emotional spending come from? Me personally, it come from when I go through. I am a, uh, I have what you call, and I do apologize because I'm bringing facts. Okay, I suffer from uh CPTSD, complex PTSD, and what that is complex complex post traumatic stress disorder. It is a mental health condition that can be developed after experiencing chronic trauma. Symptoms include PTSD symptoms as well as additional emotional and behavior issues. Meaning, yes, I do suffer from PTSD and additional emotional and behavioral issues, emotional spending. Um, I have been through, I am a warrior of sexual assault and a warrior of domestic violence. Um, where I had to get to the root cause of my emotional spending, which I didn't feel that I have had low self esteem. Um, when I was married, my first marriage was not a healthy one. Everybody thought it was a healthy marriage, but from looking from the outside in, um, my husband at the time, he did not feel connected. He felt more connected when we were dating than we when we got married. It's totally different. Some of the things that I experienced was if I we he had a good job. However, when I asked him for things, I would have to beg him. Example, when I I love silver, we had went to the mall one time And I had asked for this jacket that I saw, and I was like, "Oh, please, can I get it?" And he told me no. He said, "I'm not going to spend that on you." And I was like, "Okay." I said, "Well, what if I paid you back?" He's like, "Okay." So a lot of times I had to beg him for money just to purchase something. I remember I was a stay-at-home mom, so I didn't have any income coming in, but he could afford, he could afford the bills and stuff. However, if I needed anything financially, I had to go to my mom because she would give me the money. So in my mind, I felt like I wasn't worthy of being his wife because emotionally he was not there for me. And then it got to the point where he threw me out the house. He put me out the house, and I didn't have any clothes except for the clothes on my back. And so that was traumatic. And throughout the years, the impact of that, I was I chose bad relationships because I wasn't healthy. Mentally, I was just spiraling out of control. I didn't think I was worthy of anything because my self esteem was shot. Um, I remember another thing. I'm a warrior of sexual assault. So when I was homeless after he kicked me out, I was homeless. Ended up getting an apartment because I was working, but I just did not have a home. So I end up being sexually assaulted. I was gang raped. That's what I talk about. So the complex post traumatic stress disorder, went through a lot. So my symptoms the symptoms of post traumatic stress is feeling, I'm going to read from the list: feeling worthless, ashamed, or guilty, self esteem issues, having difficult controlling emotions, having trouble connecting with others, having relationship problems. Woo, yes. Feeling angry and distrustful, feeling hopeless and empty, feeling permanently damaged self esteem. And I felt all these things, experiencing disassociation, having physical symptoms like headache, dizziness, chest pains, or stomach aches, and having suicidal thoughts. So, with all that being said, I had these emotions. I remember that I was in a deep depression. Um, so what treatment is for this is, it can be treatment with a psychotherapist, talk therapy. I have my therapist, let me tell you, my therapist, she works. She works for me. Um, you know, I didn't have to take any medication, but you know, it all stems from, so mine end up being the impact. One of the impacts is um emotional, um, you know, emotional spending, you know, emotional spending. So um yeah, how did so that there, I realized that I need to heal. I need to heal from that marriage. I need to heal, you know, from the root cause so I can become a better version of myself, so I can be who God meant me to be, so I don't self-sabotage myself. So, um I'm excited. How do I man how now, like, okay, so how do I manage this besides sitting my seeing my therapist? Okay. I feel my body going fast. So I listen to my body. I listen to my body in order to not be triggered. Um in order to stay in the present and not go back and revisit the past, So identifying my triggers, you know. A lot of times I will breathe in, breathe out. I would breathe in and breathe out. Um, identifying triggers, understand what drives my purchases. What trigger am I going through? What emotion am I going through? Um, am I purchasing this? I know it's not logical. So identifying that, setting boundaries, you know, saying, okay, Karen, instead of buying every pallet that comes out, buy once a quarter, buy one pallet a quarter, things like that. So, um, a lot of common triggers are stress, anxiety, sadness, happiness, and boredom. You know, common purchases, clothing and jewelry, personal care products. I love Brian eyeshadow palettes. I have like 80 plus eyeshadow palettes. So, entertainment, craft and hobby products, alcohol, home related goods, electronics, So, and, you know, I just, in order for me to become a better version of myself, I need to heal from all of my trauma, not just from the sexual assault, but from the financial abuse that I suffered in the marriage, um, the emotional abuse that I suffered, the um, knowing that if I was who I am today, back then I wouldn't choices would have been made differently. So with that being said, yeah. So with that being said, let's do a eye look. Let's do an eye look. I'm gonna do another eye look, y'all. So how is everyone doing today? How are you doing today? Um, let's see. Where is look, y'all? I did a eye look. I did uh a whole entire makeup look. So I had to go wash my face. I was like, back on it. I can't believe I didn't record, but that's okay. It's okay. It happens to all of us. So I am going to use this palette. Look, y'all, I got two more palettes coming. Yes, I do. Yep. And I know I had to be like, you know what, Karen, you need to get this in. You need to get this in order. So I'm working on Karen. Um, Becoming a better version of yourself is making sure that you're okay. Okay. And giving yourself grace and mercy. Okay. All right. So I got that down. All righty. I am going to use this. I'm going to use, okay, now, Lynn Buddy said that these two are companion for each other, which they are. I love them both. Okay. So here we go. Got my eyes prepped. Ooh, child, look, y'all. I done made a dent in this already. Oh, oh Lord. I done made a dent already. But, ooh, two dents. Okay. Ooh, that means that is good. I'm showing my palette some love. Okay, let's do. I want to do. Okay, I know. Let's do. I'm gonna do a blue look. Okay. So, what are some things that I always tell people that, and I always say it on here: self-assess, self-assess, self-awareness is the most powerful tool that you can have because that way you can be transparent and honest with yourself. Okay. Like, you know what? And just like I was like, you know what? I never dealt with with that relationship, that marriage. Nope. I never dealt with it. And it's time for me to deal with it. So I'm okay with, you know what? Revisiting it. Okay. I'm gonna use Doing the blue, I'm gonna use this blue right here. See where I done dug this, which is okay. So I need to. I want to become the best version of myself. I don't like that brush right there. So I will use this brush here. So I need. I want to become the best. So I need to deal with um that relationship. I need to grieve it, work process it, work through it, forgive myself in order for me to heal and so I don't emotionally spend, especially in these times. So is it going to be hard to do? Yep, but it's worth it. I'm worth it. I'm worth the investment. Okay. I am worth the investment. If you need to heal from something, you are worth the investment. Okay. So now, alrighty, I put on, let's do, I'm going to use this, use this color. Okay. It's a blue, it's a bluish color. So this is the companion. Ooh. And I don't have to use glitter glue because this here, I like to use my fingertips because I get a better layout. Ooh, yes. Yes, y'all. Okay. Ooh, okay. So now, ooh, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Look at this. Yes. Now this here, palette. I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes, yes, y'all. Okay, so now I need to get another. I'm gonna use. Okay. Yes. Now let me just put on the eyeliner. This is a trust process type of look. So freaking pretty. Okay, so let's take this blue here, right here. Ooh, ooh, y'all. Stop playing with me. Ooh, yes. Ooh, come on now. Mm-hmm. Ooh, this is pretty. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, blend buddy. Okay, now. Oh man, Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to put my hair up because I need to. Um, okay. So yeah. So now that I'm aware, and I think with me dealing with like all this chaos that's going on in the world, and I mean chaos, that it triggered um some things. And it's like, okay, I need to heal from this stuff. I'm healing. I've been through the process of healing. Um from my depression. Um and yeah, now I realize that, girl, you got some more work to do. And you know what? Okay. And you know what? You always have to, like, healing is a long life journey. Like, for real. For real. This is, ooh, honey. Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. Healing is a long life journey. And just like I want to continue to learn stuff, I want to continue to heal. I have a lot of things that I need to fix, you know, and I'm putting on this here for my, and the fact that my kids that I had with my husband, they're grown. They're grown. So never did I, when they were young, my youngest son, who is 30, Lord, 32 now, he was he was almost 3 years old when all this transpired, you know? Um, yeah, it was when this transpired. So um they know that, you know, their father and I, we did not speak a lot afterwards. So, but I never spoke bad of him to them because I was like, you know what? They have to they'll learn for themselves. So I am using the Juvia's Place foundation. So now it's time for Karen to heal that part of my story, So yeah. Ooh, y'all. I'm loving this. Oh my God. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh, go again. These are good. I mean, I don't care that I put some dents in there because sister gonna put some dents in there. Like, this is, look, y'all. This is my color story. Yeah, this is my color story. And I got some dents and it's okay. Okay. Down. And then I'm going to see this, that color story. Ooh, makes me happy. I like it. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Some blush by made by Mitchell. And while this is drying, let me get me some blush. Let me use this color. Yeah, I'm gonna use this color. I don't want my blush to overpower the eye look. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay. Bigger mirror, y'all. Bigger mirror. All righty. Fix my sealer. Child, y'all. What closer? Look, I like this look better than I did the last one before I had to record again. This here turned out better. Mm. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so let me. Where is that thing? Yes. Oh, y'all, stop playing with me. What? If I had to keep, if I had to keep one brand, now I have the Nessa Myrick brand. I have Pat McGrath, all her motherships. I have who else? I have Busy Art. This brand here. I have Adepts Cosmetics. I have a lot of their shadows. But if I had to choose one brand, which one I would choose? Blend Bunny. Blend Bunny. Yep. Yes, I would. Oh yeah, and I have Beauty Bay. But Blend Bunny. And for the eyeshadow, look at y'all. Yes. Okay. All right. Mm. I need some more. I need. Oh, okay. I can get found my blush correct. Let me use my brushes. Look at this is made by Mark. Mm-hmm. All righty. All right, y'all. Yes. Where's my? Yes. 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 This is it. Loving it. Let me put my. This is good. This here is good. Okay. Throw some lipstick. Oh yes, child. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. This is my look. So brush this down. Mm-mm. when I'm at home, when I'm upstairs, y'all, in my bath, in my bedroom, putting on my makeup, I have a mirror. Okay, here we go. Let me put my mascara on. Ooh, okay. Ooh, ooh, There we go. Okay. Make sure everything is here. Here we go. Okay. Right. See, oh, okay. I forgot to put stuff underneath my eyes. Yes. Hello. Yes. So it don't crease. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, yes. Yes, yes. All right, y'all. Hold on. Sure. Here we go. My pencil. My pencil. There. Yeah. Here we go. Yep. This is what I like. Sure that it is. Okay. All right. The final look. Here we go. All righty. This is the palette. Blend Brunny did make this palette as a companion to this. So, yes. Loving it. Okay, here we go. The final look. The final look. Yep. Okay, Blend Brunny. Yes, 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 yes. See, look at it. Look at, look at, look at, look at. Oh, yes. So, alrighty. So, let's go over emotional spending is spending money in spending money in response to feelings instead of thinking rationally about your needs. It can include impulsive purchase, overspending, and debt. How can it how it can impact you, can harm your finance, can lead to debt, and can decrease your mental health, people. Yes, it can. I'm gonna read that one more time. How it can impact you Can harm your finance. Yes. Can lead to death. Yes. Can decrease your mental health. Yes. Okay. How are we going to manage this? We're going to identify the triggers. Okay. Understand what drives your purchases. Mine is CPTSD, complex post traumatic stress. That is a trigger. Things that's going crazy, like so much information that's negative. It triggers me. How I'm going to identify the triggers. Since once I identify the triggers, I will set boundaries, meaning I will set limits on how much I spend. Okay. I can reduce temptations, removing spending apps from my phone that claim the one that I can make 4 payments and only put a little bit down. That's not good for me. Okay. Practice a 24-hour rule. I'm going to do a 48-hour rule. Wait 24 hours before buying something by impulse. Yes, this was an impulse buy. Why? Because, oh, we got terrorists coming. We got terrorists. So I'm thinking it's going to be, like, let me get this now. So I don't do a no buy. Let me get this now so I don't have to do a no buy during the tariffs. That way I can save money. Yeah, okay. I can't do a no buy at this point in time. Why? Or low buy, no buy, because I emotionally spend. So what do I need to do? I need to get to the root of the problem and deal with what is causing me to emotionally spend. What happened to me that caused my self-esteem not to work? I talked about it earlier. It was marriage, things that happened in my marriage that caused me not to feel worthy. Now I'm fixing that now. Use cash. Pay with cash instead of card. Okay. Ask myself a question. Ask yourself a question. Consider the purchase. Is it worth it? Oh my gosh. I think I bought like 3 of these because they were on sale and I was like, ooh, I can have backup. Come on now. This is still halfway full and I have a few other foundations that I use. So was it worth it? No, because I could have just spent that money when it was time to buy a new one. Okay. And then, yeah. So, and let's go over what um CPSTD. So my triggers, identify the triggers. So complex complex post traumatic stress disorder is considered CPTSD is a mental health condition that can develop after experience chronic trauma, which I did. Symptoms including PTSD symptoms as well as additional emotional behavior issues, emotional spending. The two went together. Okay, the impact of my CPTSD is the emotional spending and symptoms. So when I spin, it triggers. So I remember how I felt worthless in that marriage. I felt shame when I was sexually assaulted. I felt guilty because I thought I if I chose to do something else, like I felt guilty. And then I had difficulties controlling emotions. I was like I was in a emotional mess. I had trouble connecting with others. I wanted to isolate, isolate because I didn't trust anyone. I had relationship problems, so I kept choosing bad choices. Had bad marriages, 2 failed marriages after the first one, so 3 failed marriages. Very bad choices. I felt angry, didn't trust anyone. I felt so empty. So me feeling empty, let me go buy something. Let me go make this purchase. So yeah, hopeless, like, oh my gosh, I am so not worthy. I lost hope. And then I felt permanently damaged. Like, oh my gosh, don't nobody want to be with me. Nobody wants to like me. I'm not gonna have a good relationship. So let me just choose just anything. And then experience disassociation, and then also finally having physical symptoms like headaches, dizziness, chest pains, which leads to anxiety, which can come from anxiety, and then having suicidal thoughts. I went through a deep depression. I went through a deep depression, and sometimes, like, I didn't feel like being here, but I went through a deep depression. So, and it says the causes of that can develop after experience chronic trauma, such as prolonged in child abuse or domestic violence. It is closely related to PTSD and borderline personality disorder. Okay, treatment. CPTSD can be treated with physical psycho talk therapy, medications. Some medications used to treat CPTSD include Xanax, Zoloft, and others. Um, so, with that being said, I'm about to end. This is my final look. I am becoming a better version of myself through my journey. Through my journey, I just want to let you know that if I can do it, you can do it. So, um, let's do it. Let's become better versions of ourselves. If you have a emotional spending, let's get to the root cause. You know why? Because we want to control our triggers. We want to control our spending. And the only way we can do that if we fix what's broken. And I said broken because meaning I need to heal from that broken relationship. And it was broken. Um, so with that being said, y'all have a great one. Have an awesome blossom rest of the week. And guess what? You are not defined by your trauma. And I need you to walk in your dopeness unapologetically with unwavering faith. And guess what? You got this. You got this. I believe in you. I trust you. And let's go. Let's become a better version of ourselves so we can thrive in 25. See you later.